Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm so excited to be doing my second ever bold lipstick bingo, and this is a series that I created basically to take myself out of my makeup comfort zone and to randomly select a bold lipstick from my collection and create a look kind of on the spot around that lipstick selection. And this was so much fun to do the last time around. I actually picked out a black lipstick and I went very bold on the eyes and very bold on the lips, but I don't know where this is going to take me this time around, so I'm really excited to just play with my makeup collection, to use some things potentially outside of my project pan, maybe to just use some project pan items or focus items, but I don't know. We'll see where this takes me. I mean, I have no idea what kind of look I'm going to create because I don't know what colors I'm going to be focusing with. So let's just hop into it and select a lipstick. I have in the bottom of this little plant pot, I have all of my bold lipsticks in here. So some are like metallic lips, some are like really deep lipsticks, like last time I picked a black. I have all of my like fun colors basically in here, everything outside of the everyday. So I'm just gonna pick something out at random and we're gonna create a look around it. So I've got one in my hand right now, and it is Fenty, One of the Boys, and I'm actually really excited about that. That is so fun because that goes perfectly with this purple hair. So actually, I'm gonna go grab that. I'm gonna grab some products to incorporate in the look, and I'll be right back, guys. So I'm back from trying to figure out what kind of makeup look I want to do with this absolutely beautiful lipstick color. This is Fenty Beauty, One of the Boys in their Mattemoiselle lipstick line, and this obviously is a really good pick for me at the moment, and I promise you guys it was completely random, but it is literally the exact same as my hair color and it doesn't clash. Like, I was having a lot of fear that I was going to pick something out that was going to clash with my hair, but this is so beyond perfect, and I'm going to play off of the matchy-matchy and do the same kind of thing on elements of the eyes. So I'm really excited to create a little bit of a monochrome look, and yeah, let's just hop into it. Let's get started. As you can see, I obviously have foundation on. I had that in the intro. I also already had eyeshadow primer and I had set the primer as well for the intro, but then I decided to do my brows off camera before getting into this look because I think that I'm gonna have to use my brows as a bit of a guide for the eyeshadow in a way. So yeah, I just did my brows using this Joe Fresh Universal Brow Tint, so it's more of just like a really fine tint so I could just create the shape as opposed to doing anything too dramatic, and I think that that's going to pair really well with this look. So I have the NYX Ultimate Brights palette. This is actually one of my focus palettes for this month. This is my 1 month 2 palettes focus, so I'm going to be going into the shades in this row right here, which I have been gravitating towards lately anyway, just because I feel that these shades go so well with my hair color, but regardless, we're just gonna keep playing with them. So I'm gonna go into this shade right here. Unfortunately, they don't have names, but that like light lavender tone, and I'm just gonna start this look with that. I'm gonna go in with like a fairly large blending brush, pick up quite a bit of product. I don't really know how this one performs. And then I'm just going to actually place it, this sounds so weird, but I'm going to place it like right here underneath the brow. And it could look a little bit like a bruise, but once we have the whole look together, I feel like it won't. I don't know though. I did an eyeshadow placement like this yesterday with the pinks and I really, really liked it. So I'm just going to keep playing with that. And then I'm going to use the exact same shade on the same brush and just pop that on the outer portion of my eye as well. So I'm finding that on the outer portion, for whatever reason, over like this inner portion of the brow, that this purple is really just dusting away and it's looking kind of chalky, but I honestly don't mind that for this look. I just want it to be quite soft, but if you guys are interested in this palette, that is something to keep in mind. I have noticed that with several of the shades that they look really pigmented in the pans, but they actually just tend to kind of blend away, so you do need to do a lot of building, and realistically, like on an everyday basis, like I just don't have time for that, but today I got time to just play and build, so I'm okay with that. I'm liking how soft and almost like watercolory this is looking. So I want to go in with the glitter just to see if I want to amp up the color or anything like that. And what I'm going to be using on the majority of my lid is the Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Kitten Karma. And I'm actually not going to use the applicator for that. I'm just going to pop it onto my finger because I really want this to be quite a sheer application. I think. I mean, I might end up building it up. I don't know. But I'm just going to pop that onto the majority of my lid. And I'm being quite messy with this. I don't want it to be like a cut crease kind of look or anything like that. I'm actually bringing it up into the crease just a little bit, kind of like an undone, like the sparkle just kind of landed on my lid, I guess is sort of what it feels like. So I'm really liking how like imperfect and just like effortlessly like glittery this look is, but I do find that this Kitten Karma shade has a lot of silver reflect in it, and I want to move that more towards like a light gold. So I'm going to go in with my Lou-Manizer highlighter, and I'm just going to put that on more of like a shader brush, and I'm going to pop that onto the majority of the actual lid space just to bring in that lighter tone. Oh yeah, that's more the kind of color I want to go with the purple. Packing this shade on top of the Stila just made so much fallout, so I'm so happy that I haven't done my base before this. So if you guys see all of the sparkles all over, that's okay. I'm going to clean that up after, but I'm just going to go back into the NYX palette, and I'm going to go back into that exact same shade and just bring it a little bit farther down because there is a little bit too much of a gap happening between the glitter and the purple. So I'm just going to bring that a little bit farther down in the front part of the eye. So I think that's all that I really want to do with the like eyelids, but I'm not 100% sure. Just because I'm having so much glitter fallout, I really just want to go and clean everything up. I think the way that I applied the Stila Magnificent Metal and then I put another product on top of it, I think it just disrupted it and it's just falling everywhere. So I'm going to go basically redo my whole base. I'm going to do my foundation, my concealer. I think I'm just going to get my cheeks done as well. And I'll be right back to show you guys kind of where I'm at and kind of tie the whole look together. So I'm back, and as you guys can see, I obviously have fixed up my foundation and concealer, and I've set everything into place. I do still have quite a bit of fallout on my face. I do think that it was a bit of a user error, but this is also getting to be nearly a year old, so it's quite possible that the formula has changed, but I do think that the way that I applied it with my finger, I probably should have used a glitter primer just to help everything adhere, and then also just pressing product on top might have disrupted it if the binder is getting a little bit like older. So I don't know, I'm still really happy with it, but there definitely is some glitter fallout all over my face, but nothing wrong with a little glitter. And then I also have applied my upper lash mascara, as you guys can see. I just don't like doing that on camera at all. It is the Milk Kush mascara. I love this stuff, so I applied just one pretty generous coat on the top lashes. I might want to amp it up depending on how this look comes together. But yeah, speaking of which, let's just hop in and finish up the eyes. So I'm going to go in with the Klara Cosmetics. This is the Paris eyeshadow and highlight palette, and this is in my 1 month 2 palette as well. So these are actually the 2 palettes that I'm focusing on this month, and I'm going to utilize them both in this look. So what I'm going to do is go into this like lighter brown shade, and I'm going to pop that on the lower lash line, and I really want to keep that quite soft and diffused. And then I'm just going to go on top of that with the purple afterwards. I'm bringing this quite far down. I just feel like with the way that I applied the purple on the top, I just really want to keep everything quite soft. And I'm just going to go back into the NYX palette and go with that lavender shade again and just tie that into the top. I'm going to go back into the Lou-Manizer and pop that into my inner corner as well as under the brow. And then I'm going to hop back over to the Klara Cosmetics and use the highlight shade in here. It's this beautiful like white gold. I'm going to put that onto the cheekbones, and I'm going to amp up the highlight in the inner corner as well as under the brow bone using this too. I'm just popping that just about everywhere. I'm just going to pop it on the inner corner and under the brow bone as well to really amp up all the highlight. So I want to go very just soft and diffused with the bronzer, so I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer just because the tone of this is just perfection. And I'm going to use this Eco Tools Bronze Bouquet brush, which is perfect because you can see it's like half the size of my head. It's perfect for just that really just soft airbrushed bronze, something that doesn't look too structured at all, and that's what this whole look is about. So I'm just going to just really loosely blend this on the hairline, on the cheeks, across the nose. And I like doing the highlight first with this because then the highlight kind of like gets blended out using this big huge brush with the bronzer afterwards. I do think I need a little bit of a flush on the cheeks. Sometimes I don't go for blush, but I'm going to use the Benefit Rockateur just because it is part of my project pan and I obviously want to get as much use out of it as I can. I'm just going to keep it concentrated on the apples. Now that all of the powders are done, I'm going to go in with the Essence Make Me Brow. I have mine in this shade Soft Brownie Brows, and I'm just going to pop this through my brows just so that they have, again, that really undone, wispy kind of look to them, especially through the front. So I just went in the waterline with this Annabelle Waterline Matte Crayon in the shade Lavendar just to, again, tie into the look so that everything is very monochrome. And I'm going to go in with Fenty, one of the Boyz, on the lips now just to tie together the whole look. So I'm going to go right from the bullet. This is probably a little bit risky, but that's what I'm doing. Oh, I love that color. So this is the final look with the lipstick on, and I'm so happy with the way that this look turned out. I love that it's like the polar opposite of the kind of look that I did last time around in the bold lipstick bingo, and I'm so happy that I picked out this shade, one of the Boyz from Fenty Beauty, because I actually hadn't thought about using this color with this hair at all. Like, it hadn't even crossed my mind, so I'm so happy that it gave me an opportunity to reach for this shade. I think it's literally perfect with my hair right now, and I love this very soft look that I created to complement the lip, but also to make the lip the focal point of the look. Would you guys have done something like this, or what would you have done with this lipstick? I have done yellow eyes, and I've done like a more like golden eye with this lip, but I've never done something more like tonal with it, and I'm really happy with the result. It was just so much fun to sit down and play, and I managed to actually utilize a lot of my project pan items as well as my 1 month 2 palettes focus, so I'm really happy with just sitting here playing with my makeup and getting to do something outside of my everyday. This was so much fun, and I hope that this inspired you guys to either play with some color or to just pick through your lipsticks and create a look around any lipstick that you see fit. This is just so much fun, and yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.